is a little puzzled and worried, but I just thought to share with you because maybe somebody can relate. Maybe you have some advice, or maybe you know a way out that whoever is in that situation can actually, adopt to make life better for them. So I'll share the story with you as it is, okay? I'm not going to edit it or anything. I'm going to share it with you as our friend shares with us. So Lexis, I honestly don't even know where or how to begin. But in fact, he did begin. Lexis, I've been married for 5 years now, and we're blessed with 2 beautiful children. My wife is an amazing woman, caring, supportive, and truly blessed with everything. In the early years of our marriage, our intimacy was strong. I desired her deeply and frequently. We were close, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But Lexis, things have changed. I mean, somewhere along the line, the desire faded. Intimacy is completely gone. I can't remember the last time I actually even kissed my wife with genuine passion. The spark is gone. These days, we feel more like siblings or roommates, just raising children and managing life. The connection, the romance, the excitement, it's all missing. I recently opened up to a very close female friend. She's married too and has been for longer than I have. What surprised me was how closely her story mirrors mine. She told me she loves her husband very much. She respects him, values their marriage, and wants it to work. But sexually, she feels nothing for him. And that desire has completely dried up. And despite how much she loves him, she confessed that she's found herself drawn to other men and has even been intimate with a few. Not because she wants to destroy her marriage, but because she wanted to feel something again, to feel alive. Look, that conversation shook me. It made me realize this problem is more common than we admit. Too many couples are smiling in public but silently struggling behind closed doors. Lexis, I won't lie, I find myself feeling the same. I feel strong desire, but not for my wife. Other women stir something in me. Random strangers, colleagues, even women online. The passion is there, just not for the woman I once couldn't keep my hands off. We've tried to fix it, but nothing lasts. We always fall back into the cold. This isn't who I want to be. I mean, I love my wife. I cherish our family, but I feel stuck. I'm confused, bored, frustrated, and I really don't know what to do. And I thought this is quite a very, I don't know what I should call it, stimulating conversation. Very deep conversation. I don't know how long you've been married, but are you at that point where it feels a little stale? Are you at that point where you actually feel that, maybe something is missing, or that spark that you used to have is no more there? Is that the point where you are at? I'd really love to know what your thoughts are. This afternoon, I want to find out why couples drift apart emotionally and, sexually, even when they still love each other. Isn't it supposed to be 100% all throughout the rest of life, if indeed are your soulmates or your partners, Or is intimacy supposed to fade over time? Can the fire be reignited after years of routine, and that parenting hurdle? I want to hear what your thoughts are. Give me a call, 0302-216-541, or you can send me a WhatsApp message on 055-111-1997. If you had something to tell this brother, what would you tell them? I want to know, is it normal for married couples to start feeling like housemates? It feels like you're just like housemates now, Yeah, it's like a routine. There's no spark. It's also about being overly familiar. I'm also quite curious about this whole desire that shifts to other people. You tend to desire other people outside your marriage other than the one at home. Is that a thing? Well, let's hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear if you have personal experiences that you'd want to share. Of course, you can decide to not disclose your identity for obvious reasons, but I'd really love to know what your thoughts are. Give me a call, 0302216541.
4x.
Hello?
Reduce.
Papa Lexis, I hope you're doing well.
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm very strong by the grace of God.
All right, let's hear you, Joe.
Please permit me some few seconds to speak on something like. I think after the Father's Day, I haven't spoken on your network.
What do you want to speak about?
Yeah, I just want to, thank Joy FM for being the vibrant brand, attracting businesses and those sponsors who sponsor us for the Father's Day promotion.
All right.
I thank them for helping us to put at least a smile on our Father's faces.
That's okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now let's hear your thoughts.
Yeah, Lexis, I think this issue is a multiple issue. It comes with a lot of issues that is combining because, one, sometimes somebody will go into a relationship based on some certain reasons. The woman who is very supportive, the woman who is very beautiful, a woman with a flat tummy, a woman with shape, the woman whose family is having enough. So when you consider all these things and enter into a relationship, and later these things fade out, then the love might not be there. Because you should remember that when you marry, and the stature of the woman, the body size, definitely when the woman starts getting children like 1, 2, 3, it will change. So once you go in for such a woman, bear in mind that the shape or the body will not be there forever. Sometimes the woman or a partner. Hello?
Yeah, Joe, you talk about body size, but remember that it's not just about men and women. It's not just about the women. There's a woman who also has lost that passion in her marriage. So I don't know what role you.
Sometimes, according to the women, some of them, they calculated some certain things from the man. I think the man has enough. I think the man can help me through some certain issues. When those helps stop coming, then the love was not there.
Okay.
So if you don't go in for true love, but based on some certain reasons, when those things are not there, the love will not there. It will not be there.
Okay.
Yes.
I get you. Thank you for your thoughts. Yeah? 0302216541. Hello?
Yeah, Lexis.
Yes, sir. Welcome. What's your name?
The service should remain anonymous.
Okay, that's okay if you want to. Yeah. Go ahead. Let's hear you, bro.
Lexis, the main contributor of the
Say that again.
the main contributing factor to this is when somebody comes in. Either the man got attention outside or the woman got attention outside. That is the main reason.
I'm not getting you clearly. If you can speak up for me.
Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah, what I said was it's either the man is getting attention outside or the man is getting attention outside.
Oh, okay.
Because there is nobody, maybe they say that maybe the change in the woman's body or the changes in the man's body, and for that matter, not attracted to him or her. No. There's definitely attention outside. That's why the spark, the love, which they were having initially, are drifting apart slowly by slowly.
Are you speaking from experience?
Yes, I am.
So in your case, what happened, if you don't mind sharing?
I wish I was off air.
You wish you were off air.
Yes.
Okay, I understand. But is there a bit that you can share with us? Because of course now you are anonymous, so we can take that. But is it that you were getting attention from outside and that contributed to the loss of spark?
Exactly.
So did it restore when you ended that attention from outside, or you didn't end it?
I've ended it.
Has it restored?
I've seen that it was having a telling effect on my marriage.
It was what?
It was having a telling effect.
Okay.
It was effect on my marriage.
Mm.
Because of that, I decided, no, enough is enough. So that I've decided that my life, no matter how deep somebody is outside, I'm going to draw my attention to the one that is in bed.
Okay. And has it gotten better now that you decided to cut off the attention from outside?
Most definitely,
Mm.
the spark more than in the initial stage.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful. So, what would you advise people who are listening now?
I will advise them that no matter how the partner's body tends to, they should close their mind, every part of their body to attract attention outside. Because attracting attention outside, that brings the whole thing.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Yeah?
You're welcome, sir.
All right. I'm grateful that you shared your story with us. Okay. Let's see who's here. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Would you want to share your name or you want to remain anonymous?
No,
That's
I
fine.
don't want to remain anonymous.
Okay, that's okay. Let's hear you.
Okay. So, with regards to me, I think I share the same sentiment. The spark between my husband and I is gone. It started, I think, quite some time ago. And it so happens that there's a colleague at work who I got drawn to. However, it's a situation of the person is equally married. And the person shares that same sentiment. And unfortunately, it caused more friction. But, well, it is what it is.
It caused more friction where?
For me at home. Because definitely, it's a bit difficult trying to serve two masters, so to put it.
Oh, okay. So you actually got with the colleague.
I did.
Okay. Okay. And how long have you been married?
About 12 years.
About 12 years. So what do you have you been able to analyze it to figure out what happened that caused the fade? Or you think it was a natural drift?
I would say it was a multiple number of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't one thing. Probably being taken for granted both ways. I wouldn't blame my husband alone. I am equally to blame for that.
Okay.
Being nonchalant about things, not being intentional about the whole relationship.
Okay.
Because obviously, this is someone you don't see 24/7. You may probably see the person once in a while. So you typically want to impress the person. Whereas this is someone who is seeing both the dirty, the ugly, the pretty. So sometimes it just doesn't seem, I don't know.
Okay, you mentioned a very important point. That's the fact that you get to see them in full, like the pretty, dirty, everything. And do you think that familiarity caused that, waning of the affection?
I think it does. I think it does. I think if you're not being intentional in your relationship, and you're looking at it as right now we're married, okay, why bother to continue to keep the spark?
Yeah.
Why bother to continue to do the things that we're doing that kept us together to marriage?
Yeah.
Eventually, something is going to give.
Okay, I totally get that. So earlier when you were speaking in the present. It sounded as if that spark is still gone.
I think it is.
So what do you intend to do?
Take each day as it comes.
Say that again.
Take each day as it comes.
Okay. Are you still seeing the colleague?
It depends on who's asking.
Okay, no problem. We'll keep it like that. We'll end it there. I'm so grateful you shared your story with me.
All right,
But thank you so much for the insights. Yeah, and do have a good day. All right. Okay. Well, yeah. 0302216541. Let's hear yours. Your thoughts about this. I don't know what you think about this. Whether you have experiences that you'd want to share. I really want to understand what it is, because this is more like a man who's torn between love and lust passion. And there are so many people in that phase as well. In this man's case, he's not cheating, he's not lying, but he's not happy either. What really happens to that desire in long marriages? Is he alone in the struggle? I'm sure he's certainly not alone. Hello,
Corey,
Wafa.
good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
We have life, so we are moving.
Okay. Would you want to disclose your identity?
Not at all.
Okay, that's okay. Let's hear you.
I'm within 2 years, and before the 2 years, the hard work, the respect, some kind of attitude. There are certain things. Some of us, it's not the outside; it's within. When those things change, it really pisses me off. I see my wife to be a friend. We don't have a chat morning, afternoon. The same bed. Everybody wake up and go to their daily activity. The respect she was having for me as a man is no more there. The house choice is no more there. Like this. We don't focus outside, but there are certain things that push us away. A lot is happening.
So after 2 years, you feel that the spark is gone.
Far away gone. I was sorry to say, I don't remember the last time I and my wife have intimacy.
You don't remember?
I can't remember.
Wait. I'm just curious. Let's try and walk down memory lane. 1 month?
That should be around March.
Oh, okay. That's 3 months.
Some of us are dying.
Have you thought of what to do about it?
Sometimes I feel like either I rush into it or just to wash out my hand from it.
Okay. Do you love your wife?
I do. I do.
Do you think she loves you?
I don't know if my love that I love her is too much. That's why it's causing it. I can't tell.
Do you think she loves you?
She does.
Okay. But have you thought of having a conversation about it?
Lexis, we have this conversation over and over and over. Nothing is changing.
Have you sought help from maybe an external source?
Pastors came in. My mom came in. My mom came in. So like she has decided nothing is changing.
So what do you plan to do?
This is the truth of the matter. I wish to wash my hands.
You want to walk out of the marriage?
I wish.
I'm just curious. A few of our friends who called earlier suggested that one of the things that could be the reason why these things are happening in marriages is because maybe one party is getting attention from elsewhere. Are you getting attention from somewhere?
Aside from church, work, I don't have any attention.
Do you think she's getting attention from somewhere?
From friends, yes, I do.
Okay. Have you sought help from a professional counselor?
No, please.
So maybe we can take that route for now. What do you think?
I'll be glad.
Yeah, maybe we can do that. I have a few suggestions if you don't mind.
Sure.
Yeah, so you just leave your contact with my team at the back. We can just get you in touch with some professional counselors and see whether there could be a route to recovery, okay?
Oh, Lexis.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story with us, yeah? All right, lots of very interesting messages here. Lexis, this is a very delicate issue, and I know it happens to most couples. I'm in my 18th year of marriage this year, and the story isn't any different. The only difference is that I'm not drawn or attracted to other men, and I've made up my mind and determined to see into it that my marriage works no matter what. The main contributing factor is because the men start to see other women on the side. Interesting. Okay. All right, 0302216541. You can share yours here. This one says, Lexis, anonymous person here. To be very honest, he's not the only one caught up in this situation. At the end of the day, we are mammals. What sets us apart from animals is our superior intelligence and capacity for self-control. The truth is, if you eat rice every single day, no matter how delicious it is, there'll come a time you crave a little yam, some fufu or banku. That's why no matter how beautiful a man's wife is, even if she is Miss Universe, he might still find himself drawn to something new. It's the reason you sometimes see men stepping out with women who, pardon my language, might not even compare physically to their wives. But here's where maturity and discipline comes in. As a man, you will naturally feel attracted to others from time to time. That's human nature, but it takes self-control, conscious effort, and commitment to choose your wife every day, to stay grounded, and to remain faithful despite those fleeting temptations. Love stays, but attraction can wander if you let it. That's where discipline must take over. The moment you cross that line and cheat on your wife, the likelihood of it becoming a recurring habit increases significantly. The first time usually comes with guilt and hesitation, but once that boundary is broken, it becomes easier to justify or repeat. That's why it's so important to exercise self-control and avoid taking that initial step. It's not just about the act itself, but about protecting your conscience, your home, and your sense of discipline. Because the danger lies not only in the first mistake, but it's how easily it can become a pattern. Okay, thank you so much for your message. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, welcome. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm okay. And would you want to disclose your identity or you want to go ahead?
No, please.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
All right, so in the first place, I'll say I'm sorry for the last caller situation.
Yeah.
I've become emotional over his issue.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't into marriage, but it was near marriage, and it hit the ground and all shattered. All because of attention from outside, from her side. So she got to meet one guy who is more of her spec, more of her spec. And the guy is well-to-do. He has his own job. He has a car, which I don't have. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening to you, bro.
So that was it. The things I was doing to keep her and to make her happy became useless. I do those things and she wasn't appreciating them. And she was always finding fault with everything I do because I wasn't providing for her like the new guy was doing. I got broken-hearted and I ended it myself.
Okay.
I took the both step. I ended it myself.
I see.
It wasn't easy though, but through some counseling, I ended it myself.
Yeah.
That's a year ago, and I think from early this year, they started been calling me, texting me. I learned that side has failed.
Oh, I see. But I'm sure you have moved on, right?
Yet to move on.
Yeah, yet to move on.
Yeah.
You want to go back?
No, I can't go back.
Okay. All right.
I can't go back.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on this, okay? Senor from Mayarifa says, Lexis, what I'm hearing is scaring me. Kwame in Dasma says, Lexis, marriage is actually a misery. A lot is happening. Looks like 8, Kwame. Very, very interesting thoughts here. Yeah.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain.